always loved Florida nights ever since I started coming October 2012, and then started coming every winter in 2015. Always loved Florida nights. I was got a spiritual epiphany sitting back thinking about some people in the Bible. Me and another brother in Christ were having a conversation, and he was, so often believers get into talking about their problems, houses, cars, bills, all these little silly things that really don't matter. And I got to thinking about people in the Bible, how it was that Jacob was broke, going to see Laban. Joseph, tossed in the pit, sold into slavery, he was broke. David, running from Saul, was broke. All these people was broke, nothing. And God took them from zeros to heroes. See, what we can't make the mistake of doing is frustrating our faith by complaining about stuff that God can change instantly. But what doesn't change instantly is people's hearts and their minds toward God. I've known people to get bitter towards God or frustrate their faith because their bills are late or because their vehicle ain't what they want or this, that, and the other. And that's a trick from the devil, because if he can get you mad at God and frustrated because things are not going your way, that will eventually corrupt your heart. And once your heart is turned away from God and not toward God, then you have a problem. That's not something that's going to happen. That's why it says, create in me. David said, create in me and renew a right spirit. Create me a clean heart. So we got to keep ourselves pure before God. Don't be frustrating your faith because stuff ain't the way you want it. Number one, stop spending so much. That's number one problem with most Americans I know of. Just wasteful. Just buying stuff you don't need. 20 pairs of this and 20 pairs of that, and only get me on the spoiled kids. Then eating stuff. I mean, just bad stewards altogether. You don't hear too much preaching and teaching on stewardship anymore, on how to handle your money and how you do what you're supposed to do, with. Because 9 times out of 10, the problem is not that you don't have or things ain't the way they should be. The problem is you're not being obedient with what he's giving you. You're not being a good steward. I don't know who that was for, but you can hook me up later on. But keep your heart pure. Keep your heart right before God. And if you're having money problems, vehicle problems, any kind of bills or stuff ain't going your way, don't frustrate your faith with that nonsense. God can change that in an instance. But one thing that he's given us power to change is our hearts and our mind towards him. That's something that he's not going to do for you. You need to do that for yourself. So think right, talk right, act right, and get right. God bless you.